like, and subscribe, or this spider will crawl over your face while you're sleeping. Mr. Beast has over 40 million subscribers. The channel is presently the 9th most viewed on YouTube. With figures like these, the channel can afford to invest a significant amount of money in production. Mr. Beast has taken on a life of its own, necessitating the addition of more labor, minds, and innovations. The channel has grown from a single man and his camera to a company with over 30 employees. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at 10 hidden truths about Mr. Beast's crew. Now, let's get into the video. Chandler Hallow starting out as a janitor. If you're a fan of Mr. Beast, you'll recognize Chandler as the member of Mr. Beast's crew who failed second grade during the I Went Back to First Grade challenge, ate all of the food and water during a 24-hour survival trip into the desert, forcing the group to leave camp and search for food, and simply got tired and left while building the world's largest Lego tower. The 22-year-old is noted for his childish attitude, expressiveness, and lack of understanding when it comes to simple tasks like cooking. Chandler's affiliation with Mr. Beast did not begin with that intention, despite the fact that he is now one of Mr. Beast's regular crew. Before he started trying to impress admirers online, he was hired as Mr. Beast's cleaner. According to Newsweek, he knew Mr. Beast's co-worker and played baseball with him, which led to a summer employment after which he appeared once in a video and quickly became a fan favorite. Number 9. Jake the Viking was not fired. Jake has been a regular on Mr. Beast's channel. He has had notable appearances in a host of Mr. Beast's videos. However, he has not been featuring in Mr. Beast videos as of late. Then it was discovered that Jake no longer worked for Jimmy. As expected, rumors and speculations started flying around about why Mr. Beast fired him. Jake quickly took to the internet to explain that while it was true that he no longer worked for Mr. Beast, he left his former job on good terms, and he wants to work on himself too. Number 8. The Mr. Beast crew is made up of more than 30 people. The channel of Mr. Beast has experienced significant growth that does not seem likely to stop anytime soon. Initially, the channel started out with just one man and his camera before he invited his friends to help him out on the channel. The growth of his channel has necessitated a need for a larger and professional workforce. This has seen the YouTube star hire more people who can make the production of his videos as good as they need to be. This includes multiple writers, editors, and a host of technical crew that handles stuff like the camera. These people usually work behind the scenes. At the same time, there are the more popular on-screen employees of Mr. Beast's channel, like Chris Tyson, Chandler Hallow, Carl Jacobs, to mention just a few. Number 7. Mr. Beast's crew is still based in their hometown of Greenville, North Carolina. When Jimmy was still just an aspiring YouTuber, Chris Tyson, also known as Chris the Meme God online, was the first to assist with videos. In a recent interview with Business Insider, the 23-year-old said he fondly remembers being the first person to subscribe to Mr. Beast's channel, even before he had been called on to help out on the channel. Chris continued to manage his schoolwork with a part-time job at Best Buy and shooting footage for Mr. Beast even after he graduated from college. The channel had 750,000 subscribers by the time he graduated, and Jimmy had taken over as his new boss. The channel is still based in their hometown of Greenville, North Carolina, where Mr. Beast lives in a modest home, even if he is rich enough to afford a mansion. Number 6. Chris has gained over 1.7 million followers. Chris Tyson, often known as Chris the Meme God, is Jimmy Donaldson's boyhood friend and one of Team Beast's earliest crew members. He was Mr. Beast's first subscriber before the channel became his full-time profession in 2018. He co-hosts and participates in the Mr. Beast channel. Chris's Instagram account, Chris the Meme God, now has over 1.7 million followers. Number 5. Will Hyde, VP and head of production, worked on Lost in 2004. Vice President and head of production at Mr. Beast YouTube LLC, Will is a producer who first got his foot in the door as a set personal assistant on the TV show Lost in 2004. Since then, he has worked as a senior producer, collaborating with all manner of names from Shakira to Google and Beats by Dre. Will gravitated to YouTube around 2015 and has been working with Mr. Beast since March 2020. Number 4. Carl is a Minecraft champion. Carl worked as a cameraman for Mr. Beast and may be spotted in the background of his videos on occasion. Carl became an on-screen member after Jake the Viking departed from the crew in 2020. He's competed in a variety of challenges since then, and he's often teased for finishing second so often. Carl is still a member of Mr. Beast and has appeared in videos recently. Carl gained popularity from Mr. Beast and soon was invited to join the Dream SMP. He first joined the server on August 26, 2020. Carl earned a large following from joining the Dream SMP, and he is very well liked among the fans. Number 3. Marcus was fired for drug use issues. Marcus was a regular feature in Mr. Beast's videos up until 2020, when he was fired by Mr. Beast. Marcus took to the internet to rant about how it was unfair that Mr. Beast fired him. Though the reason why Mr. Beast decided to fire Marcus Pearson is a mystery, but it is heavily linked with Marcus's alleged use of drugs. Number 2. Mr. Beast shares staff with his brother. Mr. Beast's brother also runs a YouTube channel called Mr. Bro. His channel also has a significant number of followers and needs almost as many personnel to get his production done. Thus, it seems the two brothers swap and mix personnel from time to time. Garrett Nikonienko is another crew member of Mr. Beast that has not been seen on any recent videos Mr. Beast has made, but there has been nothing to indicate that he was fired, and Garrett has starred regularly in Mr. Bro's videos, and this might be the reason for his absence from Mr. Beast's videos. Number 1. Former ex-employee tags the work environment as toxic. Donaldson was a perfectionist, according to Nate Anderson, who edited for him for a week and set unreasonable expectations, according to the New York Times. Anderson claimed he received death threats and horrible remarks from Mr. Beast's ardent supporters after releasing a now-deleted video about his time working with Donaldson. From 2018 to 2019, Matt Turner, an editor for Donaldson, claimed to the New York Times that the content creator reprimanded him on a daily basis. He claimed he was called a derogatory phrase for people with mental problems, which made him cry, according to the New York Times. Turner went on to say that he wasn't given credit for his labor and that if he asked, Donaldson would credit someone else. Turner has already expressed his dissatisfaction with his tenure as an editor for Donaldson. In 2018, he released a video in which he addressed the charges. That's it for today's video, guys. Which of these hidden truths fascinated you the most? Let us know down in the comments section. Also like the video and subscribe to the Famous channel.